Good to see you. Are you playing tonight? Awesome. I've never seen Hanukkah. I've seen Hanukkah go into Christmas before, but not into January. Yeah, it's a little crazy. Last year, so it flips it back. Yeah, and that's why the High Holy Days were in October this year, fully in October. You're just quacking in it? Is that all? That's all I'm getting out of you is a big quack.
Hello. Shabbat Shalom.
nice. So I don't have to use a book. Pretty happy with that.
I'm not sure how to say gibberish in English. I never knew that.
Very silly. Are they gonna do the Book Your Big Bang here?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So actually, slight change of order. I'm going to start with a song,
Okay.
and they'll do the bang, and then we'll play the video while the kids are cleaning up the ping pong balls. Basically, our regular Kabbalat Shabbat songs.
Do you want your wine?
Joey, can you come to the front? Yes.
Did they do the old bait and switch?
So I guess this is all we have today. So be loud.
How are you?
Not right now. Quiet.
I printed this
But
out
when
like
you
3 days
sing,
ago.
yeah.
Is it pretty much the same?
It is pretty much the
Okay.
same. Is there anything that I
Only
changed on
sing
it?
when you
That's,
need to sing.
well, it's that Micah and Hannah SB are going to
Fine.
present.
Only to sing
That's
the front. For the whole entire performance. Ready?
That was the major change, I think.
Otherwise, oh, that's smart. Is this like a bait and switch where you sit You're very reliable. All right. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I'm Rabbi Melinda Pankin,
Cantor Wally Shackett Briskin.
Rabbi Jonathan Falco.
and we're joined by our wonderful president, Dan Schleifstein, and we are happy to welcome you to Summer Camp Shabbat on the coldest day yet. Because who doesn't want to think about being back at summer camp when it's freezing cold out?
I can feel the summer breeze.
That's right. Pretend it's air conditioning out there.
Maybe give your safety spiel.
Okay. So as we gather, just a few reminders. First of all, we encourage you to look around the room and locate the exits. There is one here, two in the sanctuary, one in the social hall, and two all the way in the back. It is good practice wherever you go to always pay attention to the exits. And if you see something, please say something. If you have a cell phone, please take a moment to check it now and turn it off so as not to disturb our worship. And we invite you to look around. There are so many wonderful people in this room. Look around, find someone you don't know, introduce yourself to that person, and wish them Shabbat Shalom.
Hey, you guys. My name is Amanda. What's your name? Oh my God, I have the same last name as you. Wow.
Good evening. Shabbat Shalom. I'm Dan Schleifstein, and tonight I am so excited to be celebrating Camp Kabbalat Shabbat with you all. Tonight we also have the honor of celebrating the B'nai Mitzvah of Addison Gontarski and Phoebe Meyerson. Mazel tov to their family and friends who are here to celebrate this evening, and we look forward to Addison and Phoebe leading us in prayer tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. That's right. We also had baby namings for Ira Schmidt's grandchildren, Miles Samuel Leach and Amelia B. Leach. Thank you so much to all of their families for sponsoring the delicious Oneg that's going to follow our service. And thank you to our ushers who make this such a warm and welcoming Jewish home for us all. This Sunday, we have two great events coming up. At 9 a.m., Men's Club is sponsoring a free breakfast presentation on pitfalls to avoid when planning your estate with Ed Mendelowitz, CPA. And at 11:30, right after religious school, come join us to see the TSC Theater Troupe's musical review. Rabbi Falco has his mini course this Wednesday, Chosen for a Jewish Purpose, Jewish Identity and the Concept of Chosenness. And on Friday, come out for our first Rock Shabbat of the season with Yoel Sykes at 7:30. Thanks to all of you who have participated in our appeal, and if you have not yet done so, we would very much appreciate you joining us as we strive to make our temple a better place. For now, it's 30 degrees out, but let's think ahead to the nice warm summer months as we help begin our Jewish camp experience for one night only on Shabbat here at CSC. Thank you all, and Shabbat Shalom.
We have imported a couple of special guests who are going to demonstrate for us something special that happens at a particularly special summer camp of the URJ, and they'll introduce themselves and what they're about to do to set the mood for this Shabbat evening.
Hello, I am Micah Shackett Briskin,
And I'm Hannah Shackett Briskin.
and we are former counselors of URJ 6 Point Sci-Tech Academy in Byfield, Massachusetts, where you can be a participant.
It's a beautiful blend of programming between Judaism and science and technology and general summer camp fun.
Every morning we do a thing called Boker Big Bang, Boker being morning in Hebrew and Big Bang being the scientific theory of the Big Bang. We usually talk about something Jewish and relate it to a science principle, which usually results in something blowing up.
So relating that science back to Judaism, this week's Torah portion includes Jacob's dream, where angels fly up and down, but we don't really get a description of what that was like, only that it was awesome.
The reason for all this safety equipment is we're about to do something awesome where things fly.
Tell us about states of matter for water, ice versus dry ice, Micah.
So, there are two types of ice, typically. We have water ice, which, when it melts, turns into...
Water.
Right, but then we also have dry ice, which when it melts turns into
Dry.
dry, that's right. It sublimates and goes straight from a solid to a gas, which means it expands rapidly when you add water to it. Now, we are going to do something slightly dangerous and a little bit loud, so.
Not too loud.
Not too loud, don't worry. This experiment will be spectacular, but not loud. We're going to put dry ice into a water bottle and cap it, which means the pressure inside will build and the bottle will burst, which can do some heavy lifting. What do you hypothesize will happen if we put 200 ping pong balls on top of an exploding water bottle? Yes. Pop up, yes. In other words, boom! So let's test that theory. And when we do, hang on, we'll be back in a minute. We're going to do some setup.
Yes.
Science.
Tell us more about the camps, Canterwally.
Well, the camps are great. Our congregation sends, anybody here go to Camp Harlem? Raise your hand. Anybody go to Camp Eisner ever? Creative Arts, 6 points, SciTech? Yeah. How about, do I hear 6 points, sports? So, the URJ, the Union for Reform Judaism, has all of these wonderful camps, and we love it when our students go to these camps. We want them to go to these camps, and so in our synagogue, we have the Youth Scholarship Committee, and every year we give out about $14,000 to help cut the costs so that kids can go to Jewish camps through the URJ or other Jewish camps that, like Kindering and that one. When you give your friends and family shalach manot at Purim, it helps to raise money to support sending kids to camp. We also send kids on Yalla Israel trips so that they can go and visit Israel on a Jewish teen tour. And our local federation also gives out about $1,000 to help send our kids to camp. My promise to all of our students is if you want to go to a Jewish camp or you want to go to Israel and finances are the one thing that are stopping you, I will never allow that. You come to me and I will help ensure that you can go to Jewish camp. I never went to Jewish camp until I was in college, and I went down to work at the Green Family Camp in Bruceville, Texas, where I worked for about 5 summers on camp and then 3 summers as their education curriculum developer. And the wonderful thing about Jewish camp is that Judaism just happens every day. When you eat a meal, you say a blessing. Your counselors are these wonderful people who are teaching you and great role models of fun and hip Judaism. And the music, who loves the music at Jewish camp? It's unbelievable. Now, the URJ started these regular camps, so Camp Harlem is a regular either 3 or 4 week session, and you can choose to do both and be there the whole summer. And the specialty camps, creative arts or sports or SciTech, are 2 week sessions. You could sign up for all 3, or you could sign up for 2, or you could sign up for just 1. So they're really, really flexible, and we have some kids there he goes. We have some kids who go to both camps or a couple of different camps. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, I'm going to step back.
All right. So we have about 1/3 to 1/2 a bottle, a small bottle of dry ice, little small bits of dry ice. We're going to add some lukewarm water, which will help expedite the sublimation process. It's going to be volcano-y.
That's not all.
Hit the deck!
Poker big bang.
Poker big bang. Poker big bang. If that doesn't make you want to go to Jewish summer camp, I don't know what will. No, not again.
While we play some videos about camp for you, we invite some of our, if any of our kids want to come help collect ping pong balls, come on up.
If you want to help,
more visual than audio. It looks like. We'll try narrating as we go along.
It is. That's a dry ice. Yeah, we experimented on this actually, just to make sure it was safe. Let's see what
It's so much fun.
Alright, thanks for your help, Bill.
They're driven up.
Come to camp, we'll see what we get there.
It's usually 2 to 4 weeks.
Right, don't you? Imagine going to a camp where something blows up every morning. That is fun.
Amazing.
All right, well, we're going to bring it down a notch and light some Shabbat candles. And it is my pleasure to call up our Benot Mitzvah for this weekend, Phoebe Meyerson and her parents Carrie and Matt, and Addison Gontarski and her parents Nicole and Jeff to lead us in the blessings.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us.
As their brightness reminds us of generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlikner shel Shabbat. Blessed is the eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who sanctifies us through mitzvot and commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
We continue now with the Kiddush.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who finding favor with us, sanctified us with mitzvot. In loving favor, you made the holy Shabbat our heritage, as a reminder of the work of creation.
As first amongst our sacred days, it recalls the exodus from Egypt. You chose us and set us apart from the peoples. In love and favor, you have given us your holy Shabbat as an inheritance. Praise, O you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei bri hagafen.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lemaaseh v'reishit, ki hu yom tehila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher litziat Mitzrayim, kivanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh haShabbat. And let us say, Amen. And let us say, Amen. And let us say, Amen. have some people who have actually been to camp this last summer who are going to share their stories with us. And first, we'd like to call forward Dara and Bailey. Hold on.
This past summer was my first summer at Camp Harlem. I chose it after hearing about camp during Hebrew school last year. It was amazing and I made the best friends. Even though I started later than some kids do, I was in Kinneret, which was kids entering 6th grade. I made friends easily and I can't wait to see them again. I loved Shabbat and song sessions at camp, and it was great to be around Jewish kids with similar values to mine. I loved all of the activities and felt more comfortable trying new things like softball and rollerblading. Back at home, it's harder to try new things, but at camp, everyone is so encouraging and supportive. I think it's important that all kids should have the opportunity to go to camp.
My name is Bailey Silver. I enjoyed Camp Harlem. I liked my bunkmates and counselors. They were very friendly and welcoming. My favorite activities were the rock wall, Gaga, and color wars. I am a vegetarian and there were lots of options for me to eat. I can't wait to go back again next year.
Continue with our Hatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rava ve'amad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechonu yomechon uv'chayetecho beit Yisrael ba'gala uv'izman kariv v'yimeru. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam Ulal Me'almaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitba'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shmei Mikrisha Rihu Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran me'alma v'yimeru. Amen.
Please rise for our call to worship.
Am I awake? The sages teach that when reciting Shema, we should do our best to clear our minds as much as possible to be able to focus on each individual word. So, let each word of the Shema receive its own breath as we exhale the noise of the week and take in the holiness of Shabbat. Shema
ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה, אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
What are the things that make you say, wow? What makes you say, wow? Yes. Very cool science experiments, similar to ping pong balls being thrown all over the place in the sanctuary. That makes you say, wow. What else makes you say, wow? A sunset. Yes. Very satisfying things. Anything else? What else makes you say, wow? Yeah. Watching people do nice things for each other. What else makes you say, wow? Oh, when it's raining and you see a deer sheltering a bunny. That's really nice. Yes, all the way, Miles. I'm not going to repeat that one. There are things that make us say, wow. It might be the beauty of a sunset. It might be the birth of a child. It might be kindness between people. All of those things make us say, wow. And in our service, we have the words of Mi Chamocha. It is basically a prayer that says, wow, the Israelites were crossing the sea, and they looked to the sides, and they were walking between water that had parted. What would you have said in that moment? I certainly would have said, wow. So when we say Mi Chamocha, we think back to that historic moment for our people and the miracles in the world that happen all the time, but maybe also as we sing it tonight, think about the other things that make you say wow, the things that make you understand the miraculous around you.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות, עושה פלא. Who is like you? Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai? When Moses and the children crossed the sea, they sang to you with songs of wow. Who is like you, Adonai? Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, oseh feleh.
It is now my pleasure to call up Caleb, Alex, and Hudson to talk about what camp means to them.
This year, I was in the unit Kafar Noir at Camp Harlem. On the last night of camp, we sang a song called Why Are We Leaving If We're Already Home? With tears rolling down our cheeks, wondering how it's already the last day of camp. This really stuck with me because there is truly no better feeling than being at the place that so many people, including me, consider their second home. Camp isn't about the everyday activities you do, but the little memories you make in between that will stay with you forever. For example, you won't remember every time you had free swim, but what you will remember is the laughter that you shared between you and your friends as you jumped in the ice-cold pool together. I love camp, and there's no place I would rather spend my summers than Camp Harlem.
Last summer was my second year going to Harlem, and I still felt pretty homesick at times. Harlem has month-long sessions that could be pretty hard for some people. At least it was for me. But that doesn't mean that that didn't mean that I have to stop going to camp. URJ camps vary in many ways vary in enough ways to find that you can find one that's right for you. For example, this year I'm deciding that instead of going to Harlem, I'm deciding the 6 Point SciTech Academy. I'm doing this because sessions are half as long, and I'll get to do things that I love. I still love Harlem, and I'm sure that I'll love SciTech too.
Camp Harlem is my place. Sleeping away from my parents for the first time was tough, though. It wasn't until halfway through my time at camp where I got comfortable sleeping without my parents. The counselors were super comforting, though. There's a variety of activities you can do, including swimming, climbing, and even archery. I'm definitely going back next year, and I'm happy I got to go there the first time.
Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעשות
Together, a thought has blown the marketplace away. There is a song on the wind and joy in the trees. The Sabbath arrives in the world, scattering a song in the silence of the night. Eternity utters a day.
Please rise. Open my eyes to truth. Open my hands to give freely. Open my lips to good words, to pure words. Open my heart to love. Adonai sifatai tiftach, ufi ani tehilatecha. Open my lips to good words, to pure words. Open my heart to love. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Geulah Livnei Bneihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav Le'Oshia, Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayeh HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Nofalim V'Rofei Cholim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot, U'Midom Elach, Melech Memit, U'Mechayeh, U'Matzmiach Yeshua, V'Ne'eman Atah L'Achayot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol, Atah Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh, U'Kedoshim B'Chol Yom Yahalalucha Selah, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated.
Our minds now turn to those who are in need of healing. If you're thinking of anyone this evening who could use a refuah shlema, a complete healing of mind, of body, or of spirit, we invite you to share their name out loud at this time. We take all of these names said out loud and wrap them with the ones said in our hearts as together we pray our Misha Berach Laholim, our prayer for healing.
May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishemera imotenu, mekor haberachah,
It's now my pleasure to invite Samantha Eckhart from URJ 6 Points Creative Arts Academy to come speak with us.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
My name is Samantha Eichert, and I am the Senior Assistant Director of URJ 6 Points Creative Arts Academy, or as we call it, CAA. I'm here tonight representing the 6 Points specialty camps, sports, sci-tech, creative arts, and your regional camp, Camp Harlem. I can talk to you about the millions of fun things we do at each camp, whether starting each day with an explosion at sci-tech, as you saw tonight, getting trained by some of the most elite athletic trainers at our sports academy, getting the opportunity to work with Tony Award-nominated actors at CAA, or immersing yourself in the traditional camp experience at Camp Harlem. All of these things are exciting and important. At CAA, we say it's more than a camp or learning from the best. It's about finding your people, your authentic voice, and your place in this great big world. I deeply believe in my soul that this is true of all of our overnight camps. It's not just a place where campers come to do the things that they love to do. Each camp is a space that cultivates identity through building relationships with Jewish peers and with similar and sometimes different interests. Other than Israel, where else can we send our children to live fully immersed in a Jewish world? Where else can our children live out their Jewish values and connect them to the greater world in a 24/7 experience? Each camp is designed to help your children think critically, develop new skills and relationships, and of course have fun. It is often the informal learning and programming that happens at camp which makes the most significant impact into cultivating lifelong Jewish identities. Whether it's the opportunity to meet Jews from around the world through our staff, or find out different ways of living as Jews, creating video games, and discussing the connection between God and Wi-Fi. There is one. As a camper once told me, we need to make sure our internal routers are turned on and ready to activate. It's simply being able to be ourselves with our full self, without expectations of academic or societal pressure. Camp is a magical place. Beyond the immensely impactful experiences our camps provide, while at camp, you will see a different camper when they return home. More mature, independent, and knowledgeable about their own beliefs. And don't take it from me, ask your rabbis. Campers who go away to URJ summer camp experiences are most prepared for their B'nai Mitzvah experiences, as they've had a significant exposure to the prayer and ritual outside of the religious school classrooms. You have heard tonight from URJ campers about what it means to them. Anything I can articulate tonight, they do better, because it's lived and it's raw and it's honest. Listen to them. Consider their experiences, and when you're ready to talk about camp for your family, I'm here to help. And it's not just me. There's lots of resources to get your children to our camps. Your own congregation has the Youth Scholarship Fund to support the mission of getting every child to Jewish camp. The One Happy Camper Grant is here for any child who has never gone to Jewish overnight camp and wants to give it a try. The grant is not finance-based and simply awarded based on their criteria that they want to try Jewish overnight camp for the first time. And our camps want you to have your children at camp too. We have our own ways of supporting each of your campers coming to this most important endeavor. We believe in Jewish camping. To build a better tomorrow, we believe in investing in our children today to teach them, to build them up, and to love them. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you so much, Samantha. As a product of Jewish camps myself, I can't speak more highly to the experience and how formative it can be for a young Jewish person's life. So thank you. So earlier we just prayed for healing, and now we're going to pray for peace. And peace is its own kind of healing. And now I want to invite you to turn to your neighbor and to share. Of the many blessings that come from peace, which do you pray for this evening?
less division,
Shalom
less fear,
Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam.
We pause for a moment of silent prayer. songs like this by the same composer. Come next week to our Rock Shabbat.
She went outside, but I'm hoping she's going to come back. Might have been a little bit noisy, that's true. But, you know, you can't start early enough in planting the seed of camp. And so it is so appropriate that we have a baby naming this evening, and it's really nice to welcome back someone who grew up in the synagogue and was bat mitzvah here, and who had a mom and a dad who were always helping out at High Holy Days. And so it is my pleasure to invite two beautiful little children, Miles Samuel and Amelia B. Leach, to come up with Jacqueline and Joseph, their parents, and anyone else and the grandparents, if they want to come with them. Our God, source of all life, we thank you for the countless blessings you have given us. We thank you especially for the sacred joy and privilege of parenthood, which adds profound meaning and purpose to our existence. Grateful for your gift of new life, Jacqueline and Joseph have come in to this sanctuary to thank you and to ask for your guidance in the upbringing of their children. Grant to these parents wisdom, patience, strength, and devotion, that they may raise their children to live in accordance with your Torah. In this synagogue and in the presence of this holy congregation, we give to these beautiful children. Miles is taking the name Shmuel David ben Yocheved Sora of Avraham Avinu, and Amelia is taking the name Chana Batya bat Yocheved Sora of Avraham Avinu. Miles is being named for a special person, for his grandfathers, Samuel, who passed away in 2016, and David, who is here with us tonight. For Miles, we hope he carries on Sam's overwhelming sense of kindness and selflessness. He always put others' needs first and had an incredible work ethic, the ability to laugh and find joy even in difficult times, and finally, the immense joy he found in surrounding himself with family and loved ones. And we always hope that this name will give him purpose. And for David, we hope he instills in Miles a sense of adventure, hard work, and determination, because he is a man who is always willing to lend a hand. Buddy! Hi, it's okay, it's okay. It's gonna be over quickly, exactly. And for Amelia, she's being named for her great Aunt Anne, who passed away in January 2021, and her grandmother, Bernadette, who is with us tonight. Anne was Sam's only sister, and they were inseparable, so it feels fitting that both kids will be named after them. We hope that Amelia carries on Anne's sense of joy and her incredible, nurturing manner. She was always incredibly tender, extremely giving, and had a wonderful, playful side. And we hope that Bernadette instills in Amelia her strength, perseverance, tenacity, and immense love of family. She was always willing to go above, and she is always willing to go above and beyond.
I'll come with you.
Oh, I have an idea. Shh, don't tell anyone. Like these? Here, hold on to this one. It's back up. Extend your shelter over these children and give them love, health, and understanding. May they grow so as to live, to become a blessing to their parents, to their family, and to the Jewish people and all of humanity. As together we say, Amen. Amen. We have for you some gifts in this bag. The first is a naming certificate. So when it's time for their B'nai Mitzvah, you want to have this, keep it in a safe place so you always remember their name. We also have for you a $250, we have for you a PJ Library gift certificate. Holla. And we also have for you, in case you decide to move back to Manalapan and make your mother happy, we have for you some free sessions in our Early Learning Center for Mommy and me. But most importantly, a tiny little I was named at Temple Shari-Emeth. So we hope you'll use those, but most importantly, we want to give you the blessing that began with our ancestors, and come, get up. You're gonna just grab hold of this and be part of blessing them. May God bless you and keep you. May God's countenance shine on you and be gracious to you. May God be with you, guiding and protecting you all the days of your life, and may you and your loved ones grow very, very old together in a world filled only with peace. Let us say.
Simon tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, Simon tov, Simon tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, Simon tov, Simon tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, Simon tov.
And now Amelia can finally go to sleep. I just have to say that many of you may have known Sam Schmidt, for whom Miles was being named, but he was such an important part of our high holidays every year, helped to set everything up. And when I told him my back killed me from standing on the stage every year, he got me this squishy mat and made sure that I was comfortable, and that was the kind of man that he was. And we miss him very much. We continue now with Aleinu. Please rise as the ark is opened.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'tet gedula le'otzei reshit, shelo asanu kidoyei haratzot, ve'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, ve'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam, v'anachnu horim u'mishrachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
Please be seated.
We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. If you're here remembering someone who passed away, we invite you to rise when their name is read and to remain standing until we all rise at the end for the mourner's Kaddish. During the period of Shiva, we remember Lenore Kaufman, longtime partner of Edmund Myers, mother of Perry Richmond, mother-in-law to Chad and grandmother of Amy, and Neil Rabinowitz, husband of Sharon and father of Randy and Eric. He was the father-in-law of David and Alexa and the grandfather of Sam, Andrew, Zoe, and Mia. We remember those whose families are observing the mourning period of Shiloshim: Norman Hurling, Mildred Podnos, Brenda Bruneschultz, Joyce Angelone, Winifred Joseph. If you're here remembering someone who's passed away in the last year, we invite you to rise. We remember those whose yahrzeits fall on this week: Lillian Ehrman, Audrey Bauer, Meyer S. Baum, Arnold Elliott Bayer, Myrna Becker, Belle Bernstein, Ben Cummins, Mitchell H. Dittman, Susan Shapiro Dittman, Hilda Eben, Zipporah Epstein, Miss Pearl Fasto, Irving Felon, Teresa Fernandez, Abraham Feynman, Gisela Fisher, William Foreman, Estelle Fremed, Susan Gang, Holmes Gardner, Robin Gerson, Victor Glesner, Celia Goldapper, Irving Goldberg, Shelley Goldman, Sidney Golick, Abraham Grant, Dorothy Greenblatt, Gloria Gross, Sylvia Hurling, Dorothy Hoff, Manuel Joseph, Deborah Kalman, Joseph J. Canner, Clara Katz, Lenore Kaufman, Martin Kirschner, Anna Kiselev, Henny Comito, Ellie Kushel, Anne Kuitko.
Bernard H. Lobel, Evelyn Londa, Helen Lustig, Miriam Mendel, Morris Marks, Joseph Matalon, Susan Nowie, Myra Novi, Ethel Kinnis Owens, Irving Pataski, Edward Powell, Neil Rabinowitz, Eileen Rauschwerder, Francis Redlin, Marjorie Reeders, Ethel Rosenbaum, Pearl Rosenstock, Rhoda Roskin, Lillian Rothstein, Nancy Rubinacci, Claire W. Solitsky, Naomi Saltz, David Scheiner, Henry Schlisberg, Eunice Shapiro, Edna Schilling, Bella Snyder, Harvey Snyder, Sally Sobel, Renee T. Spector, Harry Spiegel, Mildred Stern, Norman Swirsky, Milton Walvick, Aline Warner, Samuel Wax, Claire Waxelbaum, Dorothy Weintraub, Murray Weitzner, Naomi Wilder, Bernice Wolf, Irving Zeltzer, Nissen Benzive, Jeffrey Zrib. And each week we call to mind 6 individuals standing in for those who died in the Shoah, the Holocaust. Elie Verlobich, Yoel Weinstein, Ilonka Schickler, Fega Odeski, Maurizio Sporn, Johanna Strauss.
We take all of these names said out loud and wrap them with the ones said in our hearts as together we rise as a community for the Mourners Kaddish on page 598. Yit Gadal, V'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma Divrach Yerutei V'yamlich Malchutei, B'chayechon U'vyomechon Uv'chayei D'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala U'vizman Kariv V'imru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'alam U'lamei Almaya, Yit Barach V'yishtabach V'yit Ha'ar V'yit Romam V'yit Naseh, V'yit Hadar, V'yit Haleh, V'yit Halal, Shmei D'Kudisha B'rechu, Le'ela Minko Birchata V'shirata, Tushbechata V'nechemata, Da'amiran Be'alma V'imru, Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chayim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Useh Shalom B'imromav, Uyaseh Shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol Yoshvei Tevel, V'imru, Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel, and to all the world, to which we say, Amen.
And let us say,
and let us say, Amen. And let us say, and let us say, Amen.
please be seated.
I'd like to thank those who made offerings to the temple, donations for our service this evening. Temple donations were made in memory of Neil Rabinowitz, Mildred Podnos, Gloria Russin, Al Passy, Lenore Kaufman, Norman Herling, Rosa Wiener, Robin Gandelman. Temple offerings were also made for the yard site of Claire Waxelbaum, Miriam Mandel, Nisan Ben Ziv, Julia Bacalar, Hilda Eben, Henry Schlisberg, Dorothy Weintraub, Paul Briskin, Louis Spiegler, William B. Stewart, Joseph Madelon, Manuel Joseph, Holmes Gardner, Eileen Rauchwerger, Bella Snyder, Teresa Fernandez, Joseph Canner, Henny Comito, Susan Nawi, Deborah Kalman. Offerings were also made in honor of the birth of Avery Elizabeth Boucher, and offerings were made for the complete and speedy recovery of Carol Hayden, Amy Wertheimer, and Donald Weiss. They were also made in appreciation of the clergy. All right, so hopefully we have some good news to share this evening. All right. Who has some good news for us? Perfect.
I got a good score on my benchmark test.
Excellent, a good score on your benchmark test. Perfect, we can't ask for more than that, right? That's great. Mazel tov.
We're getting bat mitzvah this weekend.
Yeah, getting bat mitzvah this weekend. That is some great news. That's right, Mazel tov.
I used to do math and I got it correct, so I got an A+.
A+ in math? Oh my good, that is awesome. For real.
I got a reward for the month for gratitude.
All right, a reward for gratitude of the month then, huh? That's something to be grateful for and something to celebrate. That's awesome.
I start a new job on Monday. Oh. New chapter.
Mazel tov, a new job and starting a new chapter. That is definitely something to for us all to wish you a mazel tov for. Thank you for sharing. More good news? Aye.
I got picked, and my sister also. We got picked to go in the TSE theater.
All right. All right, so you'll be at our TSE theater production on Sunday then, yeah?
I have an audition this Sunday for a show.
Oh, all right, well, b'hatzlacha on your audition. That is very exciting. That's awesome.
One more behind you.
I got to speak about camp today.
Yeah, that is awesome news. Thank you, Gary.
And as we prepare for our motzi in a moment, I want to thank Micah and Chana for blowing things up tonight for us. It was dangerous, but we appreciate it.
That started it off with a bang.
That was.
We got one more here.
It's my sister's bar mitzvah.
That's right. That's right. Celebrating your sister's bat mitzvah. That's right. It's something to celebrate for sure. More good news all around.
We hope Oneg tonight puts a smile on your face. You'll see why in a little bit. But we'd like to call up anyone who has not yet become bar or bat mitzvah, as well as anyone who's celebrating birthday or anniversary, or if you went to Jewish camp, please come join us. I'll take a piece. Take one, because we have a lot of kids tonight. But don't eat it yet. Don't eat it till we say the blessing. Hold on. Hold on. Exactly, right? Oh, I like that you wore your camp t-shirt. That's so funny. What? Let's just make sure everyone gets this.
We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our prayer is joyfully said.
you want the campers to stay up here for the closing song, Cantor?
Yeah, sure. One of the things we do at summer camp sometimes is we see how there's an overlap between what we see outside of camp and what we see inside of camp, and we make that stuff that we bring inside of camp special. So sometimes we'll take a song that we hear on the radio, maybe on oldies radio, and we sing it in camp, and it becomes, poof, a Jewish song. So please join me, or us. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long, I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. Lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Exactly. We invite you to reach out and grab those around you as we come in blessing, so too we leave one another in blessing. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May you be blessed, may you be safe. Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May you be luminous, may you be loved. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May you be joyous, may you be healthy.